Hey guys, this is my 20-week pregnancy update. So I'm technically 21 weeks. I was 21 weeks exactly yesterday, but we're not going to do anything with 21 weeks because I'm only like a full day in, so I have nothing to say about 21. So this is still going to be my 20-week update, and I realized I meant to do it earlier in the week, and then I got kind of busy, so it didn't work out. And I actually tried to do this video yesterday even, and I probably did 6 or 7 takes, and every single time, it just wasn't meant to be, because every single time, like, the dog started barking, or the baby needed something, or my husband called in the middle of filming one time. So yesterday it just wasn't going to happen, so we're going to do it now. So 20 weeks, I am definitely starting to show more. It's kind of funny because when I wake up in the morning, like right now, I don't feel like I'm showing very much. I kind of look like I just ate a big meal or a big breakfast, but that's it. And then by the end of the day, I'm like have a full-on pregnant belly. So it's kind of funny how like I wake up and I'm all, I wouldn't say slim, but we'll just say slim for the sake of comparison. So I wake up and I'm slim, and then by the end of the day, I'm like this baked potato. So I am definitely showing, though. It isn't as obvious. Like, if you don't know that I'm pregnant, you probably wouldn't think anything of it. Maybe you would think that I've got some extra love in the middle, but that's it. But if I wore a really tight shirt, I think it would be really obvious. So I also have realized that, I'm gaining this pregnancy, like in the same areas. I'm like growing and gaining in the same way. And with Isla and this baby, I have grown wider before I grow out. And that's like all the way down my back. Like I am just like wider. Like it's like I put on all the weight that I've put on, went straight to my torso, and I just like expanded. And then I start to pop. And so I don't know if that's just how I carry, or if that means that this is another girl. I have no idea. And when I think about, I don't know what it is, obviously. I find out in about a week, so that's exciting, but I still don't have any inkling whatsoever. Like, I have no gut feeling yet, and I don't know if that, like, part of me, I think I talked about this a little bit in my 18-week update, but like part of me, we have a girl, and so it'd be kind of fun to have a boy next. And part of me thinks that if I go into it going, if it's first, I think it's a boy this time, I really do, then it's going to be a girl. But if I go into it thinking that it's a girl, then, I'll be prepared to hear that it's a girl, or I'll be I'll be surprised to hear that it's a boy then, and it is what it is either way, obviously. But I don't have a gut inkling, like, about what it is, and I have it's even, the weirder thing about it is, like, to compare, if you guys watched, like, any of my videos about, like, being pregnant with Isla, but I never was sick with Isla. I had, like, no symptoms, like, no nausea or anything like that. But I craved sugar. Like, that's all I thought about all day long, was, like, where can I get my next sugar fix? And now with this baby, I don't feel that way at all. I don't have any cravings. I get, like, the usual cravings where it's like, oh, yeah, well, an ice cream cone sounds good right now, or like a grilled cheese sandwich, but nothing consistent, and nothing that, like, I don't think about any one particular thing all day long, or like dream about having something. I haven't had to make like last minute gas station trips or something where I'm like, I've got to have this. So that's like, I don't know what to make of that. I also obviously was sick in the beginning of this pregnancy for like 4 weeks. I was really nauseous all day long. So that's different too. So I don't know if that means that this one is a boy because I've got an absence of cravings and I'm sick, or if it's just a girl and I'm just having 2 totally different pregnancies. I guess I won't know until next week, but yeah, we'll see. It'll be interesting to find out. And what else? So symptoms or anything that I've been having, yeah, like I said, nothing for cravings. And activity, I've felt really energetic. Felt like I've had a lot of energy for, to do whatever I need to do during the day. I mean, I obviously get tired like at night, and I will say I'm not sleeping great, but that's also because I have an infant like who gets up in the middle of the night, and not every night, but she does get up at least once, or like when I'm about to go to bed seems like the time where she starts fussing a little bit, so then I'm up a little later than I had wanted to be. And then I don't get as much sleep as I want. Or a couple times this week, she woke up at the same time that my alarm went off. Like, she was up 2 minutes before my alarm went off, and then she didn't get, so I couldn't even, like, I'm not a big snooze hitter, but I couldn't even hit it if I wanted to. I had to like get up and rolling with her, and didn't have like my morning quiet time to get ready. So been a little like I've had good energy, but also tired at the same time, if that makes any sense. Like, I'm just, I could use a nap. And then, so like, I feel like I've been really good with eating and working out. I haven't necessarily been able to work out like as much as I wanted to, like lifting weights and things like that, but I have made it a point. I've done better this week with doing yoga, and I started doing that last week, and it was really nice. It was a good time for me to just relax at the end of the night, and especially with having, one child already, it's really nice to have, I focus all day on Isla, and then at the end of the night, it's nice to have time to focus on this baby and just focus on me and like how I'm feeling, and really put like a solid amount of time into the 2 of us. So and it helps me sleep. I've been doing guided meditations at night. I started a little bit later than this with Isla, practicing hypnobirthing, and I definitely want to do that again, and I want to do it better this time. I feel like it was really helpful the first time, but I want to do it more. I want to use it more. I want to be even more in the zone this time around. So I feel like I'm going to start practicing earlier. And yeah, so I've been doing guided meditations and like breathing techniques. Like every night when I fall asleep, I have some audio things that came with like a book that I purchased the first time around. So I will be doing that, or I am doing that. Let's see here. So I talked about cravings, which are non-existent. I talked about how I'm showing. I have good energy. I've been getting myself to move. It has been really difficult. Like, I want to go on walks because I love walks. I can walk forever. And it's been so nasty out here in Minnesota. Like, it has rained almost, it seems like it's rained almost daily at some point, or it rains like at the time when I want to walk, or it's just like icky and gloomy outside, and I don't want to bring the stroller out because it's going to get gross, and the dog's going to get gross, and it's, yeah, so we just haven't been able to go on walks, so that's kind of depressing because I want to do that, and I want to get outside. I want all of us to get outside, but it hasn't worked out. So I'm really hoping that after, this weekend is Memorial Day weekend, so I'm really hoping that after this weekend we start to see kind of a change in weather here in the land of 10,000 lakes, and we get some sun, and in some warmer weather. So it's been kind of a crappy spring up here in Minnesota, probably one of the more gloomy ones I remember in a while. But gosh, I'm trying to think of anything else. I mean, really, for 20 weeks, I still feel good. Oh, I know what I was going to talk about, baby moving. So I definitely have felt the baby move at around 20 or 18 weeks. I think I said I was feeling it, but it just felt like a little tickle. Like there was something in there just like tickle, tickle, tickle. And I mean, I do this because this is like exactly what it would feel like, was just something like slightly touching or scraping your insides, but in a like a pleasant butterfly flutter kind of a way. And so I felt that, and then like day by day it just kind of has increased, and now it's to the point where like I definitely feel this baby moving around, squirming like crazy. This one's gonna be a ninja just like Isla. I can feel it. Isla was like, might as well have been doing cartwheels and somersaults inside me all the time. Like she was such a little acrobat. And this one I think is going to be that way too, or at least it is right now. But I've definitely felt movement, and that's exciting, and it's getting stronger to the point where like not only can I feel it inside, but I can feel it outside. Like I can put my hand on my stomach and I feel it on my hand. So that is exciting because we're going to get to a point now where like Cullen can put his hand on my stomach and he can feel what I'm feeling, and he can feel kicks. So that's exciting that we're getting close to that point in the pregnancy. But yeah, the baby is getting bigger. Yesterday, I swear the baby had hiccups because suddenly I was sitting at my desk at work and I started feeling all of these like rhythmic movements. I mean, it just seemed like clockwork, and I was like, well, there's no way, that a baby, I mean, he's not like 1, 2, 3 kick, or I said he, it could be a she, 1, 2, 3 kick, 1, 2, 3 kick, so I think that it was definitely hiccups because it was so repetitive and consistent. So that was exciting too, that Isla had hiccups a lot, and so now this baby maybe will have hiccups a lot. But other than that, I do find out what the gender is next Thursday. Today is Friday, so I find out next Thursday, and I haven't really decided yet like what I'm gonna do. I find out in the morning, and I don't really want to call, no offense, honey, but I don't really want to just get on the phone afterwards and call my husband and be like, it's a whatever, and like I want to do something for him. I want to like, get something or surprise him. But my mother-in-law is coming into town next Friday, the next day after the appointment. So I don't know how my husband feels about it. I mean, it obviously, unfortunately, he's not going to have much of a say because I'll be the one that knows. But part of me thinks that maybe I'll tell them both at the same time and not say anything to anybody for like a whole day, which is going to be, I think, crazy hard for me to keep in because I'm just going to be like, oh, we don't know. And so but I haven't decided yet. Part of me thinks, I want to tell him first, but I also, I don't know. I guess I'll just have to see. I'll have to think about it and see how that goes, but it's going to be fun, and no matter what. And so then after, I think it's going to be fun to find out, because then after, we haven't like talked about names or anything at all because we just don't know. And like last time, we found out it was a girl right away, and so like boom, there we were looking at girl names. And this time I don't know, this time we still haven't talked about names, and I guess it'll kind of be the same. Like we'll find out what it is, but either way, then we can start looking at names and figuring that out. So that's gonna be fun. I'm excited. And yeah, and then if it's a boy, I've got I have an Amazon list of things that I want to get if it's a boy, mainly clothing, and I'll just kind of start to order like over the next few months. But it's weird to think that it's already like, it's almost the end of May, it's gonna be June next week, and I'm already, like, I only have less than 5 months to go, and that's just like mind-blowing to me. Like it for me, my pregnancy is going so fast. Isla's went fast because I only had half of it left when I found out, but I just, yeah, I'm enjoying it. I'm enjoying this pregnancy too. It was rough for like 4 weeks in the beginning, but I do feel good, and I just hope that that maintains through the rest of it. But other than that, that's all I've got for my 20-week update. And I do want to do a video. I think I'm going to try and do one on like Wednesday next week, and do one with all of the old wives' tales, because I think that that would be kind of fun. I didn't get to do that with Isla last time, and I've been looking, you know, obviously I sit and Google at night, like, is this a sign of a boy or a girl typically? And I get mixed answers, you know. Some things it'll be like, oh, I look at the Chinese calendar one day and it says it's a girl, and then I look at it the next day, or I look at it 3 other times and it says it's a boy. So it's like, well, what is it? And so I think I want to do that though, just for fun, because I think that it would be kind of interesting to get like one last rumored consensus on what this baby is before I go in the next day and get a final answer. So that's my plan. But all right, thanks for watching my 20-week update. We'll see you at 22. Hey you, we're checking out Mama's baby bump. Yeah, so I mean, I feel like it's definitely like this part, like from like here down to here, has definitely grown. Like it's becoming more rounder. But I don't know. Just what I see.